Hey ho, how's my favourite queen in the north?
Ever have regrets? Feel remorse?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Killing innocents, perhaps? Murdering travellers, pilgrims?
I've always warned them. Won't touch a hair on your heads, provided you don't resist. So, see, gave them a choice. Besides, innocents? Please, Meve. We both know those to be mythical creatures. Everyone's got something on their conscience.
So there's always call for murder?
That's right. Dead right. You need but answer it.
It's time I attended to...
Yes, Your Grace?
Reynard, you fought in the first war against Nilfgaard, did you not?
Yes, Your Grace. Though, as a mere captain then.
Were they equally cruel? Did they scorch fields, turn peasants into slaves?
No, Your Grace. They fought with honor in those days.
So, what's happened? Why the change?
It's said Emperor Emir var Emrys's heart hardened over the years. He's grown crueler, more ruthless. His soldiers' zeal for violence has followed suit.
But you don't say that.
No, Your Grace.
To your mind, why do they now despise us as they war against us?
'Tis ever easier to loathe those you know. Before the First War, they knew nothing about us. Then they saw they'd the better weapons, larger cities, superior craft. That in our towns, waste flowed through the streets in open gutters, and they concluded we weren't their equals. It's far easier to kill when one holds such a belief.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Always good to see the Queen. How can I help you?
We haven't had a chance to speak since we left Mahakam. Why join us? Or decide to leave your homeland, for that matter?
As I said, I was in your debt. Still am.
You're a dwarf of honor, I'm pleased. But not entirely convinced 'twas reason enough for you to leave your clan.
Not about to let me off easy, are you? All right. I may have been motivated elsewise.
By a guilty conscience?
The horridness with the Fuchses. All that blood and mud. It went too far. I tried to talk it out with the elders. They brushed me aside like a wee bairn. But that weren't the whole of it. I saw the shite dwarves living in your cities go through. Thought I'd forget once I came home. Got back to dealing with my own problems. Only... can't I forget something like that? I've got to help. Any way I can. Nothing would come of my sitting on my arse in Mahakam.
I understand, Gabor. And I know you'll find a way to help. We shall return to this conversation.
No skin off my back. We seeing each other, you...
Yes, my lady?
I haven't had the opportunity to thank you. Had you not been so alert, we'd have fallen to our deaths in Mahakam.
I merely did my duty, Your Majesty.
Modest as ever. Yet once the war is over, I shall make certain you're properly rewarded.
My lady, the one reward I desire is victory. Your victory.
Other matters await my...
As you wish, my...
You need my help with anything? Anything at all, I've ideas aplenty.
Ever travelled with an army before?
Frankly, can't say that I have. You folk are my first. And let me say, it's not nearly as dull as I expected. Your travelling companions are fascinating, truly.
Is that so? Who, if I might ask?
Let me think. Then there's that aged woman. Isabel, is it? Oh, your grace, a complete lunatic, that one. Did you know she believes the world to be round? Round! Like an egg! And just between the two of us, the quiet chap, Xavier, gives me the willies, truth be told. Could just be on account of his face looking like a piece of taffy stuck to the sole of a boot. Who else? Oh, right, a word of advice. Never play Gascon at cards. He's a hustler, that one. And he tells tall tales. About debts, specifically, ones that I supposedly owe him. And the Rainha fellow, what a jester. Always good for a laugh.
I'm sorry, what?
Every day he barks at me, stand at attention, with a perfectly straight face. And last, he asked asked if I'd served in the Norm Army. I mean, really. Sometimes I just can't with that man.
Very thorough, Barnabas. I thank you. Time I attended to other...
Ah, yes, just...
I'm pleased to see you again.
Duty calls.
Of course.
Hidden among brambles, Meve watched the Nilfgaardian sentries atop the palisade. In full gear, alert in stance, they looked sharp and ready to defend the stronghold.
Blast!
Meve hissed, for she now knew Red Lobendon would not fall by surprise. A siege would be needed, and it would slow her advance. Yet there was naught she could do, as this was her one road to Angren and to Caldwell. Reynard wiped the sweat from his brow, donned his helmet, and dropped his visor with a tap.
On your command, Your Majesty.
Very well. We mustn't delay. Reynard, our plan of attack. Armoured infantry to lead and take the first salvo upon their breast, scaling ladders to follow. Afterwards...
Masterful. Truly masterful.
Interrupted Gascon.
Yet, despite the mastery, fit to be improved.
How, namely?
Hold back your force. Lie in waiting. I'll take 10 good men and open the gates for you. Wide.
And how do you aim to achieve this?
Asked Reynard.
Knock and claim to be a trinket peddler, I suppose. Or perhaps one of Lebioda's devout disciples.
Must you know every last detail? Where's the fun in that, sir?
There's none in warfare. Never.
Seethed Reynard.
For war is no farce. Your Majesty, he stands no chance. Not the slightest.
None at all, I concur. Yet his eagerness intrigues. Let's see what he can do.
Reynard did not approve of Meve's decision, this was clear. Yet he dared not undermine it. The Queen's blessing now his, Gascon assembled a small force and set off, straight for the stronghold gate.
Lambs to the slaughter,
muttered Reynard, shaking his head.
My Queen, it's not too late. We can always...
Shh! Look.
Already at the gate, Gascon lifted his arm in a gesture of peace, then merrily bantered a bit with the guards. A moment later, the gates jerked into motion.
But how?
No matter. The gate stands open. We must attack.
Meve raced off towards the fortress without even glancing back. She knew well her soldiers would follow.
The strays have come to play! To the last! Yeah!
My boots got sand och skit in them.
Necessity! Invention's mum!
March on.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Your life is mine now!
Again and again and again.
Looking to dance, mate?
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Wise choice.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman?
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Without hesitation.
Should've listened to me, old lady. Order will triumph! It must triumph! Praise be to the great sun! The strays have come to play!
Wise choice.
For the last!
Order!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
Mahakam!
Order will triumph! It must triumph!
Something from nothing? It's exactly what I do.
John.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
What? Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Got sand aplenty in them.
Sorry, turnips back for an encore.
Looking to dance, mate?
How's the thing, all right?
Got sand aplenty in them.
One red Lobington for you, milady. Compliments of the house.
Gascon seemed a fiend as he fought his way to the keep, then single-handedly killed the commander. Suddenly leaderless, the Nilfgaardians laid down their arms.
My, Gascon. Colour me surprised.
Pleasantly so, I trust.
Don't fish for compliments, it doesn't suit you. Besides, you know you deserve both medal and title.
I shall hold you to it, my queen.
In due course. But I must know how. What ruse persuaded the Nilfgaardians to open the gate?
Come. My delightful charms, no ruse.
Ah, I see. Not one to share secrets.
Unremarkable, as I see it. I'd hold my tongue too, were my conscience thus burdened.
I've done naught to hide my shameful past, friend. I was a brigand, indeed, yet...
Do not dare take me for a fool. You know of what I speak.
Yet I don't. Reynard, what is this? What the devils is with you?
Your Grace, in Mahakam, the Nilfgaardian letter we managed to intercept. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meve and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. 'Twas Gascon who told us Caldwell had received Angren to rule. 'Twas Gascon who suggested we ride for Lobington. Here, the Blackclads willingly opened the gate, for they expected him to deliver a prisoner. You!
I don't believe this. No, it cannot be.
Deny it, Gascon. Go on. Tell me I'm wrong. Do you require any more proof, Your Grace? What do they promise you? Amnesty? Coin in heaps?
Both. I knew Nilfgaard wouldn't parley with me as a matter of course. To be treated seriously, I needed something they valued. A stroke of luck, it was, the chance to free you from Caldwell's grip. 'Twas in Edern that we first spoke. Then came to an understanding after Rosberg's fall.
Why do I still live then? Why not snatch me under Knight's mantle, drag me to Red Lobington in chains?
Meve, I sought to sell you out, I did, and aimed to gain by it. Yet in Edern, you earned my respect. In Mahakam, my admiration. I swore then I wouldn't follow the terms of the accord I'd made. Instead, I'd let you into the fort and make damn sure the Commandant couldn't reveal the truth. Alas, seems I underestimated Reynard.
Flattery will get you nowt. You, sir, are a traitor.
Oh, please, friend. You appear to me a pot that calls the kettle black.
Reynard? What does he mean?
I've no notion, Your Grace. Not the slightest.
Truly? Ha! And I had you pegged for a man of honor. Come now, Reynard. Who sent secret missives to Willem? Go on, you really should tell your queen.
What? Reynard?
His Highness guest chambers in Mahakam. One of my lads snuck in. Found a letter bearing the signature of one Reynard Odo.
Reynard, I beg you. Say it's not so. Tell me it's a filthy lie.
Your Grace. I'd hoped His Highness and you would reconcile. To see son stand against mother rent my heart. I wish to help.
Behind my back.
Your Majesty, I sought merely to push the youth to see reason, to open his eyes.
So say you now. Yet I can't know what was in the letters. I can't know what pacts you made. And alas, I can no longer take you at your word.
I'm not alone in having deceived. Yet I am in repairing my wrong.
Meve felt a tempest rise inside her. Yet she could not release it lest it cloud her view. She would solve the problem, strike it from her mind, and resume her journey at once.
Drawn and quartered I should have you both. Yet in truth, I cannot do without your aid. Now more than ever. 'Tis the one reason I show mercy and forgive.
Your Grace, perhaps made with doubt, but 'tis the right decision. I shall prove it. Thank you.
Reynard and I rarely see eye to eye, but under the circumstances, I second his every word.
Oh, shut your damn traps! And I believe you're needed in the wagon train. Now!
The Queen's wish was clear and fierce. Gascon and Reynard slid off, leaving Meve to her thoughts.
From the palisades rampart, Meve gazed out over the marshlands across the Iruga. The Queen sighed deeply. She expected great challenges in Angren. She had also expected, even hoped, to find the one traitor in her midst. But two, and both her close aides-de-camp. She felt a weight upon her heart now.
Blast it all.
She muttered.
Not the first dagger I've taken in the back. Likely not the last either. Yet to pity my lot will help not at all.
From the captive Nilfgaardians, Meve learned Caldwell was at Tuzla Castle, in Angren's very heart. A small detachment would remain at Red Lobendon, while the Queen with the rest of her force set off to face the treacherous Count.
Mom, I must speak to you when you find a free moment.
Yes, my lady?
Other matters await.
As you wish, my lady.
I'll keep a close eye on him, Mom. Don't... I'll keep a close eye...
Shavarut. Kotef me! Kotef me!
hidden among...
Very well.
And how do you aim?
Rainha didn't already...
The strays have come to play!
Yes, Your Grace?
Raynard,
Yes, Your Grace.
were they...
Nay,
So...
it's
But you...
no.
To your...
Tis ever before the and they can...
It's time.
Hey!
Ever have...
Fuck.
Oh,
I've all... Besides...
So there's a...
That's...
It's time.
Oh!
We haven't...
As a...
You're a... By a guild...
The horror, but that was only...
I understand. We shall return.
No skin off.
Yes, my lady?
I haven't had...
I merely... my lady,
Other matter...
as you were.
You need...
Ever try...
Frank?
Is that...
Then... who... And the...
I'm sorry.
F...
Very... Time I...
hidden among...
Very well.
And how do you aim?
Rainha didn't already...
Your life is mine now.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Watch your heads!
Wise choice.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Getting to work.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
John.
My boots got sand aplenty.
Sorry, turnips back for an encore.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
March!
Praise be to the great sun!
We must trust each other.
Got a death wish?
My boots got sand aplenty.
One red Lobington for you, milady. Compliments of the house.
Gascon seemed a fiend as he fought his way to the keep, then single-handedly killed the commander. Suddenly leaderless, the Nilfgaardians laid down their arms.
My, Gascon. Colour me surprised.
Pleasantly so, I trust.
Don't fish for compliments, it doesn't suit you. Besides, in due...
Come.
I've done... Do not dare...
Yet I...
You're great. Consider it was gap here.
Yes. I might have expected as much. When captive, I asked you why you'd chosen to aid me. Your answer was odd and unconvincing.
Meve!
It's your majesty, you rogue.
What do they promise you? Amnesty? Coin in heaps?
Both.
I knew Nilfgaard wouldn't parley with me as a matter of course. To be treated seriously, 'twas it.
Why do I...
Meve,
Flattery will...
Ah, please.
Reynard?
I've known...
True. Come now.
What?
His Highness...
Reynard, I beg. Behind my...
Your Majesty...
So say you...
I'm not alone.
Meve.
Out of my sight. Both of you.
Your Grace, I beg you, calm yourself and think this through.
Must I set the hounds on you?
Gascon and Reynard glanced at one another, then turned and parted down different paths.
From the palisade's rampart, Meve gazed out over the marshlands across the Iruga. The Queen sighed deeply. She expected great challenges in Angren. She had also expected, even hoped, to find the one traitor in her midst. But two, and both her close aides-de-camp.
From the captive Nilfgaardians, Meve learned Caldwell was at Tuzla Castle, in Angren's very heart. A small detachment would remain at Red Lobington, while the...
Mom, I must speak to you when you find a free moment. I'm pleased to see you again, Mom. You need something?
You wish to speak with me? In private?
Yes, Mom. I've given thought to certain matters. The time's come to explain and reveal my decisions. I've not been entirely honest, but I've seen you very much deserve the truth. You're brave, wise, and above all, you've a good heart. And thus you're unlike any other ruler I've ever met, had dealings with.
Isbel, what is it you wish to say? You're starting to worry me.
I told you of Sintra and Sodden. Do you recall? It's true, I took part in that war. Yet I fought for the Empire.
What? I'm not certain I understand.
My name is Isbel ep Muirmos, of Nilfgaard. I wish I could say I am from a conquered province. I wish I had that luxury. But no, I hail from the city of the Golden Towers itself.
My, I'd certainly not expected that. Please, tell me more.
I went straight from the academy to the army, as mages do in Nilfgaard. Yet I truly believed our aim to be to build a better world. With our help, the mages, the Emperor conquered realm after realm, right up to the Amel Mountains. Yet he was not sated, and turned his greedy eyes to the north. But the north stood and faced him. I'll never forget the bloodbath he wrought in Sintra. It was unspeakable.
He sought to intimidate us. He united us instead.
Indeed. At Sodden, when chaos engulfed the Imperial army, I saw my chance to flee the madness and begin life anew. And I did just that. I never sought thereafter to rejoin my countrymen or return to my home. Instead, I stayed in the north and swore never again to use my magic to harm others. Yet I cannot stand idle as the Emperor perpetrates atrocity after atrocity. I wish to fight at your side.
All deserve a second chance. Yet from now on, there are to be no more secrets between us.
Certainly. I thank you. You've no idea what this means to me.
Good. Oh, and Isbel, this must stay between us alone. For your own sake.
I appreciate the concern, Mom, but you needn't worry about me. I've lived for some time in the north, and dare say I know how to get by.
The city of the Golden Towers. Don't think I know any soul who's seen it with their own eyes.
Did you know many common folk believe they're made of real gold, the towers? Yet they're named for how the southern sun dances off their rooftops. My family lived in the capital long before Nilfgaard was ever an empire. The city is of great beauty, was always a source of pride, turned arrogance in time. When I was but a lass, my father would take me to the grand amphitheater to watch the gladiators fight. A daughter of Nilfgaard should grow accustomed to the sight of blood, he said. For to conquer the world was our destiny.
Dreadful. You must have hated it.
At the time, I saw nothing wrong in it. I admired the gladiators for their bravery, skill, finesse. Though now it shames me to admit it.
Duty calls.
Of course.
I'll keep it close. I'll keep it close. I'll keep it close.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Left, right, left, right.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Again and again and again.
This could hurt.
March on.
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
For the Queen!
Can dwarves fight? Ha! The fish pissing lakes.
Hi ho, hi ho!
Hey, hey, don't toss that, it's perfectly usable. Necessity. Invention's mum.
God save the Queen!
Ah!
To the last!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
I smell a leak.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I'm done in a jiffy.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
As ordered.
Something from nothing? It's exactly what I do.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
Can't take it anymore.
Larry!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
This could hurt. Watch your heads!
For the Queen! God save the Queen!
Hey?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Catch!
Left, right, left, right.
Can dwarves fight? Ah, the fish pissing lakes. Favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Go, pop, pop.
For you, pal! Anything!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye. One boat's all I need.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Arbalista, your command.
March on.
For the Queen! Armor won't say.
All right, that's no problem.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
This could hurt.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Getting to work.
This house will be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
We'll put Mahakam boots to Imperial arses. Favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
One boat I need. Give me a target. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't save. Armor won't save. Larry! One boat's all I need. Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
The Lyrians came to a crossroads. As Meve and her scouts conferred about the proper path to take, a footman, of a sudden, collapsed upon the muddy ground. His comrades strove to rouse him. Alas, to no avail. Meve called for a medic. One arrived post-haste. He checked for wounds, a heartbeat, all else for which a medic checks. Then he peered down the soldier's throat. In a flash, he was on his feet, his hand over his mouth, backing away.
What's with him? What's wrong?
The Queen asked, her eyes darting between the medic and his patient.
Typhus exanthematicus, Your Grace,
replied the physician, wiping his hands with a spirit-soaked cloth.
Typhus fever.
Contagious?
Extremely, I fear. Though not yet at this stage. The spots are but in his mouth for now. Tomorrow he'll be blotched all over. It's then the disease turns infectious.
I see. What about a cure? Is one known?
The medic looked at Meve, shook his head and shrugged. Alas, there was precisely naught he could do. But where medicine fails, magic may at times stand in. Without giving it two thoughts, Meve called for Isbel.
It's typhus, I've no doubt.
The healer confirmed.
I know a spell that could be helpful. Vital's cleansing, we call it. It takes time to prepare and many ingredients. Rather costly, or...
Coin's no object,
said Meve.
Get to work at once.
Isbel returned from the local herbalist with herbs valuable and rare. Fern blossoms, mandrake root, comfrey seeds, and more. She then pulled from her bundle a variety of vessels, funnels, retorts, alembics, carafes. Colored concoctions she then brewed, steam and strange odors rising from them. Hours later, after much effort, she had a few drops of a thick substance in a flask. Isbel whispered an incantation, then gave the remedy to the dying man. His tremors and fever subsided at once, the other symptoms fading within hours. At last, Meve could breathe a deep sigh of relief.
"'Tis a land of monsters. Belongs to them, it does. Human folk are naught but guests here. Beware, me lady. Watch out. No matter what they think, Nilfgaardians won't last long here. Come a time they'll leave. Ye've a good heart, me lady.
If you'll not have victuals, please, take this. Elf engraving or some such. Means naught to us, but might could help ye.
It's war you want? Then war you shall have! Valyria and Rivia! For the north! The morrow shall bring a better day.
One boat I need.
Onward! To victory!
Hey?
Give me a target.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
For no visible reason, the Lyrian column came to a halt. Meve stood in her stirrups in a bid to see the cause. Something had blocked the way, it seemed. Something large. A tree felled by a storm, or an abandoned wagon, the Queen thought. Neither was true. A boulder huge as a barn lay in their path. Footmen had slung ropes around it, planted their feet, and now sought to pull it aside. It did not budge an inch.
Perhaps I could assist you.
Meve turned in her saddle on hearing the voice. Several travellers in faded robes warily crept from the trees. A young woman with long, light-coloured hair led the way.
You don't much resemble a rock troll,
said the Queen, eyeing the slender stranger skeptically.
but go on, do try.
The fair-haired lass crouched beside the stone, closed her eyes, and began to whisper. Horses wheeled and tugged at their reins. A hound howled in the distance. And then, the boulder rolled to the side like an apple across the deck of a boat rocked by seas.
Who are you? Do tell.
A druid,
Came her calm response.
this stone. It stood in our circle.
The woman silently turned toward the wood. Meve followed her gaze, and among the trees saw other large stones, cracked and scorched.
What happened here?
We refused the Nilfgaardians' aid,
Answered the druid.
so they raised our shrines. Though, perhaps it's a blessing.
A blessing? How so?
A darkness fell upon Angren a time past, and it grows. The forest turns savage, its creatures drunk on blood. Folk have come to worship other cruel gods. It's time we abandoned this land forsaken and went south, to Kedmerkvid.
Our path leads south too, though not as far.
Said the Queen.
Do join us. Given the times, there's safety in numbers.
The druids agreed, and were grateful. They walked at the rear of the column, muttering prayers, their faces concealed beneath hoods.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Left, right, left, right.
For the Queen! God save the Queen!
We're the best regiment in the whole ploughing north! Oh, could murder a pint.
Go, hop, hop.
I think you'll really like this one.
Aye. Should have listened to me, old lady.
I smell a leak.
Our ballista at your command.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise one.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Arbalist at your command.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Left, right, left, right.
Looking to dance, mate?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Watch your heads!
For the Queen! God save the Queen!
Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth? I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Help!
Angren lies thousands of leagues from the sea. Yet the Imperial fleet looked chiefly to this land for wood, its ashes and oaks ideal for shipbuilding. The lumber was driven down the Yaruga to shipyards in Sintra and Atra. There, day and night, Nilfgaard's fleet grew and grew. So when Meve heard axes steadily hacking, the continual grind of saws, she halted her force and quickly dispatched scouts. Indeed, they found a lumber camp, banners overhead, the great sun blazing upon them. Though not critical to her mission, Meve was nonetheless tempted to disrupt the invader however she could.
The Emperor awaits a mass flow of logs,
called the Queen, drawing her sword.
but we shall send him corpses! Formation! Follow me!
When the Lyrians rushed forth with a cry on their lips, the lumberjacks dropped their axes. Their black-clad guards, though likewise surprised, formed up and stood ready for battle.
Larvan! Essaytu Navin! Lyrian!
Order!
God save the Queen!
To the last! Your life is mine now.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf I am.
Angren's gold is not yours to plunder. Begone!
I smell a leak.
Move!
Fight for the Emperor and you might be freed! That will do.
What you looking at? I'm done in a jiffy.
To work!
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman.
Larvat! Essaytu Navin! Lyrian!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Wise choice.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Hi-ho, hi-ho!
Left, right, left, right.
Order!
Yeah!
You mad? Don't shake that!
Go, up, up!
Angren's gold is not yours to plunder. Begone!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
To work!
March on.
Obedience or the lash!
I'm a won't say.
Back in line!
Can't take it anymore.
Larvat!
Your life is mine now.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Wise choice.
Watch your heads!
Can dwarves fight? Ha! The fish pissing lakes.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Retreat!
Angren's gold is not yours to plunder.
Abel is to your command.
Left, right, left, right.
Back in line! Move!
Yeah!
Fight for the Emperor and you might be freed!
Not supposed to be any smoke.
What you looking at?
March on.
Catch him! He's worth 20 florins!
Nilfgaard's ranks folded. Soldiers fled in fright, stumbling over felled trees and corpses. The air was heavy with the scent of resin and blood. As she caught her breath, the queen looked about. Hundreds of trees lay cut down in rows. Oak and ash enough to keep the shipyards working till winter. Meve ordered the lumber requisitioned, yet one of the loggers approached her. A man with a face like old leather, sawdust in his hair.
Good lady, I know you war hard against Nilfgaard. I know you'd keep timber out of their hands, but then see, we won't get paid. We'll see no coin till Sintra's shipyards see lumber. It's what the Blacklads said. I beg you, have mercy. We're simple folk. Been slaving since spring, got families to feed. And hunger looms ever close in wartime.
Meve looked at the logger's hands. Thick scars, crisscrossed fingers twisted by years of axe work.
This wood I cannot allow to reach Nilfgaardian shipyards,
she said.
Yet neither can I let you go hungry. I shall take the wood and pay you from my own purse.
You've a big heart, my lady. Not many folk like you, especially not in Angren. The land bedeviled in many ways. You've a big heart. You've a big... Blisters on me hands from all this work. Weren't enough for corns on me feet, ye gods. Never ends, I tell you. Work, 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 work. Work.
listen to me, old lady.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Train!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Left, right.
Off to the front yet again.
Catch!
Ha ha! Leave it to us!
Hey?
Can't take it anymore.
In retreat!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth? I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Perigla!
God save the Queen!
To the last!
Go on, Encazer!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Evil ass.
I smell a leak.
This happens, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Scheiß! In! Train!
Off to the front yet again.
on it.
We'll put Mahakam boots to Imperial arses.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf for you.
In retreat!
Hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Arbalist at your command. Armor won't serve.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
To the last!
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
This could hurt.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Eh?
Erigoa.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
In retreat!
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Watch your heads!
Off to the front yet again.
All right, that's no problem.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Evil ass.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Trade!
Looking to dance, Nate?
Off to the front yet again.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
God save the Queen!
Off to the front yet again.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
To the last! We're the best regiment in the whole ploughing north!
This could hurt.
Never have a stone knock out one of your teeth.
My boots got sand aplenty.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Watch your heads! anymore.
Catch!
In retreat!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Ass.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Very good.
Fear not. We shall achieve our goal.
Enough fear! Have her done in a jiffy.
Scheiß in train! What you looking at?
Off to the front yet again.
Entering the swamp's easy. troubles.
In the distance, Meve spotted a spindle-like shape, which soon proved an enormous, dark obelisk. It stood in the middle of a wetland clearing. Dozens of iron rings dangled from its shaft, clinking and rattling in gusts of wind. Cows, donkeys, and dogs were gathered round the stone, all tied to the rings by ropes. Their hides showed many shallow cuts, seeping blood, festering, drawing mosquitoes in swarms. A number of the animals struggled against their cords, while others, near dead, lay still in the wet, tall grass. Across the clearing, folk emerged from the woods, a handful of peasants with a mule in tow. The beast resisted, stomped and planted its hooves, perhaps sensing its gruesome fate. The queen decided to question the peasants, and soon learned the animals were their sacrifice to the swamp gods.
They're all about, dearie. Very close. Oh, very, very close.
The toothless old woman whispered.
They hide neath murky waters. Can't feed when they hear the drip drip of blood. The gods look kindly on those what make an offering.
I know nothing of your gods,
began the queen, her nose crinkled in disgust.
but any that demand such grisly tribute are not at all worthy of reverence. What you do to these creatures is savagery. Savagery I can't allow.
Run us off, you can.
Replied the old shrew.
But soon as you're gone, we'll come back. As ever, we'll come back.
This I know. So I must take care to leave you naught to come back to.
Over the peasants' howls and pleas, Meve ordered the obelisk brought down. Her soldiers gripped the ropes that hung from it and toppled the shaft. As it hit the ground, it shattered into many small pieces.
You say you know naught of our gods?
The old woman's eyes narrowed, her voice grew darker still.
Well, don't you worry your head, sweetie. You'll meet him soon enough. They'll tangle your paths, sow a pox among you, drive into madness, every last one. I curse you, all of you, in QuebraTronos' name.
Undisturbed by the Harridan's screamed threats, Meve rode on. But her men whispered long of the curse. It weighed on their minds, poisoned their hearts. Each misstep, misfortune, they saw as punishment for their sacrilege.